Hi, my name is Amirul. Today, me and my group mate HARRIZ NAIM, FARIS, HAKIM and NORHAIKAL will present to you about working at height. So what is working at height?
A high-risk workplace is one where the nature of the work involves high-risk activities and processes. For example, major hazards, facilities, construction sites, or sites with mobile plant. Work at height accounts for more fatalities than any other construction activity. The hazards and factors affecting the risk from working at height include vertical distance of fall, fragile roof lights, voids, sloping roof, deteriorating materials, unprotected edges, unstable or poorly maintained access equipment, and adverse weather conditions.
Next is risk and accident. Risk or accident can occur at a place or a job at any moment. Workplaces such as at height are often associated with construction workers. Construction workers often expose people to risk from working at height, such as steel workers reacting the steel framework of a building, scaffolders reacting or striking a scaffold, roofers cladding the roof of a steel frame building, demolition worker dismantling machinery on the roof of a building, welders working at the site of a deep excavation, pipe fitter fixing the pipework to the ceiling in a factory shop. Many of these tasks will involve the use of some form of access equipment, as you can see from the picture, and those using this equipment are usually familiar with and used to such work, which can lead to complacency. Other workers may not used to these tasks at height and lack competence. There are several main risks associated with work at a height, such as workers falling from height, an object falling from height onto someone below, inclement weather, slip, trips, and falls. From those examples of main risks associated with work at height, it can result in fatality, neck or spinal injury leading to a permanent disability or paralysis, multiple fractures. Falling object can also cause several injuries that may result in death, brain damage, paralysis, or multiple fracture.
The distance of a fall is not always the deciding factor in the cause of injuries, but is a factor that has to be taken into account. Strong winds can damage structure and elevate work platforms. Rain and snow can make surface areas slippery, and fog can reduce overall visibility. The lack of process implementation for either tools and equipment can cause platform to be littered, increasing the risk of accidental slips and trips, which could lead to falls.
So for control measures, first is planning and supervision of work. Work at height should be planned in advance with careful consideration given to the selections and use of work equipment. A safe system of work should be set up which takes account of levels of supervision of workers required. Fall arrest equipment will require a higher level of supervision than work on a mobile scaffold tower. For emergency or rescue arrangements that may be required, if workers fall while using a fall arrest system, it is not acceptable to just to rely on the emergency service. This needs to be covered in the risk assessment and planned beforehand.
Elements for head protection. Construction sites almost always have a risk of someone being struck by falling or moving objects, so should be mandatory hard hat areas. For head protection from injuries incurred in fall from height. A climbing helmet may be more appropriate as it has impact strength against falling objects and hitting the head in a fall. The second one is a 4-point chip strap to secure it.
Avoidance of work in adverse weather. If adverse weather such as icy, rainy or windy conditions greatly increases the risk of working at height, such as carrying a wide roof sheet in high wind. The work should be postponed until conditions are satisfactory. Getting a daily weather forecast is a suitable precaution. This stipulation does not apply for emergency services acting in event of an emergency. Good design. Good design is important in working at height, not only of the existing structure of material to be worked on, but design and strength or stability of the access equipment used and the design of task itself.
So that's all from us. We hope you enjoyed this video and understand a little bit about what is working at height about. Thank you.